If you own a Gamesir controller, it is vital that you change this setting in the Nexus software. I've been having some people ask for my settings, so I figured I would just make a video. Let's start off with the most important, our stick settings. We want to make sure that we set the initial or minimum dead zone for both of our sticks to 0 instead of the default 10. If you plug in your controller and start playing without changing this, the dead zone you have set in-game and the one in the app will stack on each other, making your aim feel awful. You can set your minimum dead zones in-game to 0 and control the dead zone here in the Nexus app. I prefer to have them set to 0 here and control the dead zone in whatever game I'm playing. I leave the stick curve on default and I play on the circular mode. If you still can't get the sticks feeling quite right, you can try raw mode. It will be a little more responsive, a little more aggressive, but personally I like the circular mode. Now over to the trigger settings. I like to set the minimums here to 0 for both. That's all I change. I use the mouse clicks on my G7Pro, but if you want to try the hair trigger mode, I like to set the minimum all the way down and then turn the max to 85. If when using the hair trigger mode, your gun decides to just stop shooting even though you're holding down the trigger, turning down the max dead zone even further should fix that problem. Here in the button layout tab, I like to set A and B on the back buttons for my jump and slide. The extra top bumpers I like to set to Y and X so I can reload and swap weapons. That way I can do all the actions I want without taking my thumb off the right thumbstick, which is very, very helpful in FPS games. Finally, at the top right, you can make sure that your controller is up to date. You can also go to the test button tab. Here you can recalibrate your thumbsticks. If you swap out the default sticks for, say, some Xbox style ones, or if you have some stick drift, recalibrating should fix any issues you might have. Those are my settings here in the Nexus app. I hope they help get your controller feeling as good as it possibly can. A like on the video would be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for your support. Till next time.